Today, we talk about...
So, dude. Yo, Kyle.
All right, geez, orange. Listen, man, it's another long... Oh, what the hell is this? I feel like Marv from Home Alone 2. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna against the light again because I got stuck in the operating room for a dude that was choking on salad. Had to help him out. Looked pretty bad down there. But it is what it is. You know what it is. What are those? The first on feet, which perfectly matches with that ish and this ish. Hey, yo, these are the color of the month. Air Force One Retros. Which I'm sweat I got, man. I got to do a dedicated video on these at some point. One of my early sneaker pickups. This was for the month of June, in fact, so we're just off by a month, but it is what it is. Love the strap. Get this strap! And the OG construction. And this shade of blue is just, oh, Lord have mercy. Out the hard guys, here we go. Yeah, man, super clean. Have to wear them. As I had mentioned before, I always wear a high top to the airport when I return to the Rapids. What it is? Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, next up, let's go to the Louis before the sun runs too low on us. Boppage. Boom, brah. Okay, so what do we got? So, first up, LeBron 12's Sun in the NSRL colorway, which is the Nike Sports Research Lab, I believe. And still have these dead stock. You can see the beautiful pods. This was the first year they did the pods, I believe. Let me think. Because right before this was the 11. Yep. So this was the first year that they did all the pods, kind of highlighting the hot spots, if you will, of where LeBron James steps and needs added support and all that fancy schmancy, half serious-ish, half marketing, day, whatever. But this colorway is OD, my guy. I mean, you get that bop orange. It's more of like an infrared orange. I don't know if y'all can fully appreciate it on camera. But coupled with that like teal aqua-ish. Oh, my Lord, son. Yeah, it's super fly looking. I really like the look of these. I know a lot of other people don't. But it is what it is, man. Had to collect one of every LeBron James. So, yeah, there you go. Love all the details on this, man. This thing really slops to some extent, especially the sole, man. It's all about the sole on these. Little fly wire peeking out like that. And they spelled the wrong. Am I right, guys? Okay, so back to the action. Let's grab these, which if you didn't get a close enough look already, there it is. Love this material, man. It's so dope. So we gonna set up the bop zone over, might as well just do it here. Bop for one. Quickly run over. Let's go. The sun's going down. And bop. Boom. All right, next. What do we got? Then I've been waiting to bust these out, and every time I go to wear these, I am in a rush and I don't have time to lace them. So I finally figured, you know what? Let's bring them out to Iowa. We gonna lace these bad boys. Now, these are the New Balance 990 V1, aka the original New Balance 990. And you may be wondering what the F is up with these basic ass New Balances. And to answer your question, basically this, what you're looking at here, when this came out in 1980, I'm drawing a blank, but at some point in the 80s when this came out, this was the first ever sneaker that released for $100 retail, which back in the 80s was insane, son. And New Balance prided themselves on saying, hey, I don't give a boo how much something costs to make. We're going to make a fantastic product, and you're going to buy it because it's that good. And this became synonymous with the DMV area, aka, why am I drawing a blank? DC, Maryland, Virginia. Yep. So in that area, the dope boys and the drug dealers and the hustlers started to buy this because it was a status symbol all of a sudden. $100 retail sneaker? Come on, son. So yeah, they all gravitated to that, and that kind of pushed the scene for these New Balances. And bro, they do look fresh AF. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I bet they are as comfy as a lot of my other New Balances. So we gonna lace these puppies up. They look great with the white laces, man. I can only imagine, especially with this beautiful looking sheen of mesh. Lord have mercy. I thought hurricane season was over, but for now, Bob. Okay, now we come to my favorite of this current batch, these. Oh, y'all know about these. Y'all have been watching that off-white video at record pace, let me tell you. Kind of surprised. Talking 40,000 views in like 4 days. It's ridiculous. Okay, so Boppa Orange, baby. See the matching boppage, the shoelaces, and I have mentioned this already numerous times. Let's just say it again. It looks way too clean for the white laces, so I had to leave at least one of them in with the white. See the red stitching of the ish. We get the whole, clear bottom with the Phylon triggered. Off-white branding, synonymous with everything, all the different layers of materials. John Mayer triggered, baby, because he got gifted a pair of these. Although his came in a different box, interesting enough, but a deal, what a deal, what you gonna do? Is this the thumbnail, perhaps? Is this the thumbnail? We'll see if I remember. For now, bop. Okay, now to the Brooks Brothers bag. Let's bring this over. And they're off. Okay, so first up we got, I started to, kind of branch out to a whole different bunch of models on this trip, man. So we're gonna see what we got. So next up we got the ASICS Gel Mize as part of a collaboration with Kith and Ronnie Fike. I believe he was the first person to bring these back from the archives. Someone's knocking at my door. Hold on. Nope, false alarm. Anyway, so yeah, not the prettiest shoe. I will give you all that. But from what I've heard, these are comfortable. And the materials are A1, my God. Look at that. That lovely leather. This interesting lacing system, which is kind of cool. I think, if I remember correctly from my learnings, RF for Ronnie Fike, that this was I want to use the word revolutionary, but that may be the wrong word to use. Revolutionary lacing system for its time. These being the salmon bottoms, the salmon colorway, salmon something colorway, which obviously has become a thing for Mr. Fike here. There you see the ASICS logo. But yeah, very untraditional looking sneaker, let alone the ASICS model. So, hey, yo, but you know what time it is. Long range bop, Steph Curry triggered. I feel like Steph Curry would wear something like that, Next, another uncommonly seen model here is the Adidas Original Tubulars. Hey, yo, so you see the tubular sole, and this not being an actual tubular sole, but the original version, what they were going for was like using like a tire as like the cushioning system, which is what they were going for with this. With that said, it didn't really take off all that hard. Then again, fast forward to the current era, and Yohji Yamamoto of Y3 fame decides to take that tubular technology and bring it back, if you will. And then that led to numerous different tubular offshoot models that Adidas hit a wave with right around the same time Boost was kind of taking off. So, hey, yo, but these were the original tubulars. So, of course, I had to pay homage to their history and get them. I believe they even came with like a tire pump as part of the packaging. But again, it's been so long since I bought these. I haven't even worn them yet, and I was gonna do a hypebeast history video, but I never got around to it because I'm so busy. But with that said, Bob. Okay, what's next here? Almost done. So let's pull out these. These are the Superga. And I apologize, I forgot the actual model name. Oh my God, what is this? What? Ew. Come on, son. Luckily, I didn't spend too much money on these, but come on, son. What is it with some of these shoes occasionally getting busted on? I mean, what are you gonna do? Iria or what it is. But yeah, I mean, you can at least see from these how clean these are. Nice little canvas shoe with a little crepe sole to them. Superga, Italian brand. I forgot exactly why I bought these and its relation to sneaker history, something to do with the olden days of sneakers. So these were super popular in Italy back in the day, probably still to some extent. But with that said, I figured it's a great spring shoe that I need to start busting into the rotation before ish like this happens, before you even get a chance to wear them, Bob. Anyway, let's keep on moving. What do we got next? Another untraditional model here. We have got, oh man, I forgot the name of these too, but these were a collaboration with Extra Butter And for those that don't know, Extra Butter specializes in film-based collaborations because they love film and cinematography. And these were actually based off of Kill Bill. I forget the exact character, but there's a scene in Kill Bill related to some nurse, I want to say. And it's been so long since I watched the movie, but that was kind of the inspiration behind the snakeskin and this and that. And God damn it, I'm forgetting the model name. It's definitely not one of the more popular ASICS models, but you see that interesting old school cheapish feeling mesh. And I wonder if it says the model name on these. It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't. Nope. And let me guess. Nope. Yeah. So it's an ASICS gel satin. Something not very commonly used, but because it was a different silhouette than the average, you know, Gel Light 5s, Gel Light 3s, O'Day, figured I'd get it, and bop. All right, what is next here? Let's see. Ah, yes, another collaboration. It's been quite interesting, and I can't think of a good occasion to wear them, so I just figured, you know what? This time's the time. These are Star Fox inspired New Balance 577s. In the Hypercat colorway, I believe is what they called it. This was a collaboration from Bodega with New Balance, both being New England based, so a perfect opportunity for a collab. You see the insoles with the, actually it says it right there, doesn't it? Bodega 577 Hypercat. Yeah, boy. I don't know if you guys can appreciate that, but let me hold that up like that. Hey, yo. Obvious odes to like the pixelated Super Nintendo Star Fox game, obviously, and then the materials on these are super crazy. Like you get that little, I wouldn't call this like denim, but whatever this ish is, you got the like the candy cane, cotton candy-ish kind of speckling to it, which is kind of cool. Plus with that whole combination of 90s vibes colors, and then that bop of blue on the bottom. Look at that meth blue on the bottom, son. It's crazy, just crazy. So I got to capture the essence of it before it's de-essed, or unde-essed, if you will. With that said, yeah, man, just the typical quality you come to associate with New Balance. New Balance super slept on, man, especially these days. The hype has left the station for these issues. But hey, back in the heyday of New Balance collaborations, this was a popper for sure. But for now, it's going on the bop list. Bop, boom. And then last but not least, another casual pair. Get it? Casual color through, man. Probably triggered so many European fans. These being the Adidas Riviera, which they then renamed the Riviera for lawsuit reasons, I believe. I believe the French Riviera sued them or some ish, or cease and desist or something. Who knows? But these are just a lovely, lovely, leather suede with beautiful pastel, not pastel. I guess it's kind of like a pastel-y clay canvas type color to the stripes and to the laces. You get that gum bottom, and just like you see how like flimsy it is. It almost like reminds me of like an Aniki model, but super springy type shoes. So that's why I figured, you know what, it's been a while since I wore a basic Adidas trainer. Let's bust one out for this trip. So hey, yo, here we is. Yeah, let's do the final bob. So there you have it, folks. Tell you, man, this ish is wild. Holy crap. How does this work? Okay. So yeah, let's eat something. Let's work out. Let's eat some protein. Let's shower, and let's go do some stand-up. Love doing stand-up at Yacht Club. If you're ever in Iowa on a Monday, come to Yacht Club. I'll be there. Well, unless I'm in New York. Hey, yo. With that said, man, appreciate all the love lately. Things have been moving pretty well. Got a lot more updates coming as the time presents itself. But yeah, I very appreciative to you guys for sticking with me, man. This is incredible-ish. With that said, we'll see you on the next one. We out.